Keyboard shortcuts are really important when working inside Figma. And if you've worked with other graphic software such as Photoshop and Illustrator, you know how helpful and fast it is when working on your project. Now, there are a bunch of shortcuts here in Figma, and what we'll be looking at in this lesson is the most common shortcuts you'll be using when working on your projects. So I'm working on the same document here from our previous video. And to start off, whenever you are working on your projects and you want to hide certain layers, instead of going to the Layers panel to click the eye icon, you can simply press Shift Control H on Windows or Shift Command H on a Mac to hide or show the layers. And if you've been following along, I am pretty sure that you are confused on how I can click on specific element inside a frame. And when you're doing it, it selects the whole frame. So to do that, all you have to do is just hold down Control or Command key. And if you hover the mouse, you can see the elements being highlighted. And when I click it, that will select that element. Now, most of the time you will be going in and out of your local components. And to quickly view that, you can press down Shift I and that will pop up your component library. Another useful shortcut is copy pasting properties. We all know you can copy with Ctrl or Command C and paste it with Ctrl or Command V, but that will copy exactly the object or element you selected. What if you want to copy just the properties of that element? Let me just go here on this frame and zoom in by pressing down the plus key on my keyboard. And I'm just gonna hold down the space bar to pan over this area here. So let's just click this type here. And if you're seeing this pop up, that means you don't have that font style downloaded yet. I just want to show you the shortcuts for now. So I'll just hit close on this and I'll press down Control Alt C or Command Option C to copy the properties, which in this case is the semi-bold and blue color on this type. Then I'll select this text down here and hit Control Alt V or Command Option V to paste the properties. And now if you look at the design panel, it applied the same properties from where we copied it. So you can see how useful this can be when you want to copy some properties. For example, if they have some text channels or overlays on some elements and you want to copy it on the other element or object. So it's pretty time saving. Next up, if you want to quickly tidy up some objects, you can do so. To demonstrate this, I'll just press R for the rectangle tool and just click inside the frame here to create squares. All right, so just like so. You notice that they are not aligned, and if you want to quickly tidy this up, you can just select all of them and you can just use the keyboard shortcut Control Alt Shift T or Command Option Shift T. And that would evenly distribute them vertically and horizontally. Awesome, right? Now, if you have, let's say, you want to see the hidden objects that are not showing on the frame like this one, we can see that the photo is cut out. You can press down Shift O and that would activate outline mode. And now you can see the rest of the photo's outline. So all of these shortcuts are just tip of the iceberg. There are tons of shortcuts here inside Figma. And I highly suggest that you explore them all and you can easily browse through the shortcuts by clicking this question mark here. And from the contextual menu, just choose keyboard shortcuts. Or to access the shortcuts, just press Control Shift question or Command Shift question. And in here, you can see we have some shortcuts. Like if you want to hide the user interface, just press Control or Command backslash. Or if you want to pick a color, you can just press I on your keyboard to activate the color picker. And you can just copy any color from your canvas. Or you can also press down Control forward slash or Command forward slash to access quick actions. So they are categorized here. We have tools, view, zoom, so on and so forth. So it's showing Windows keyboard shortcuts because I'm using Windows, and if you are on a Mac, it will show Mac keyboard shortcuts. So there you have it. I cannot stress enough how crucial keyboard shortcut is when working inside of Figma. Knowing this will dramatically increase your speed as you work on your projects.